All right, headed back to MotoCorsa, taking 30 here. Oh yeah. Look at this, right there, right there. There you go. That's the shot I want. Beautiful, look at that.
Now hold on, before we get into the video, I bet you're wondering, how did I get a shot like this? And I want to show you the setup that I was running. So I know it looks a little heavy, but with the ND filter and the mic setup on it, it adds a little bit of weight, but by the time you get moving and there's the aerodynamics and stuff, it starts kind of pushing the helmet. Okay, I'm lying. This is not actually what I used, but let me show you what I did. So Insta360 reached out to me and said, Jacob, we know you already use the Ace Pro 2 and love it, so we want to send you to Portland, let you get on a Ducati and try out the new Marc Marquez edition of the Ace Pro 2. And I said, you got yourself a deal. So before we get to the video, which will really just be me showing off the camera and how good it is, I want to unbox this Marc Marquez edition and show you what is inside. Because while this is just an Ace Pro 2, it has got some good little features in it here. I've obviously already unboxed this and used it in the video, but I put it back together so you can see it here. So we've got this little card up front just to make it feel nice and official. It makes me feel like I'm buying a watch. Nice little signature down there from Marc himself. And now in here we have got some goodies. We've got these tail pieces, or these, kind of like these sticky pads that you can put on the tank or on the tail as Marc Marquez does on his superbike. Then we have got this chin mount. Now, Insta360 has made a chin mount before. In fact, I brought the one they used to sell. It was this guy with this big squishy orange piece. I had no problems with this. I never used it much because I have a more permanent mount, but these are really good for like quick temporary mounts or if you don't want to mess with your helmet. It seems like it's probably more durable as this is all one big mono piece here. Then in here, we have got the camera. This is the Marc Marquez edition. Let me zoom in. So this is still the Ace Pro 2 plus a few little visual changes. So you have the Marc Marquez written right here. You have 93 written on the mic cover. Then you've got these red buttons on the side, and then it says 93 up top here where you press record. The other thing I like, watch the screen when I turn it off. Ah, come on, that's pretty cool. Not just hardware, there's a little software change in there as well. And you can tell there's a battery in this, but there is also 2 more batteries in here. That's 3 batteries total. I haven't opened up an Ace Pro 2 in a while, but I don't think it comes with 3 batteries from the factory. So this is great to see there. And then you've got a few different mounts in here, the kind of classic things to get you up and running on your helmet. Long story short, everything in here with this chin mount and these mounts and the camera and multiple batteries, you're gonna be able to open up this box and put it on your helmet right away. I showed up at MotoCorsa, grabbed this camera, put on all my accessories, and got on the road in a matter of minutes. So full credit for this video footage is due to the Ace Pro 2 Marc Marquez edition and some shots from the X5 that you'll see. Here's how the day went.
All right, look at this. We are here at MotoCorsa in Portland. We're gonna be on some Ducatis. We're checking out the new, what you're looking at, this camera is the Marc Marquez edition Ace Pro 2. And we're gonna get on some Ducatis and just get some awesome footage. And as they say, we're gonna be filming like Marc Marquez does. I also have the brand new X5 up here, which is great. I don't ever have to run lens covers on it because these are removable lenses. So if we start recording, you can see me from a new angle, but we are on a brand new 2025 Ducati Street Fighter V2. Now I have been on the old V2, I think it was a V2S, and that thing was nuts. A lot of horsepower. And they actually reduced the horsepower in this latest V2, which I think is a good thing because it was too much for the power band. So I'm looking forward to try this out. Street Sweeper, what is he on? He's on a V4. Is that who I think it is? I think he just picked that up, that CBR 1000. Is that Zixer? How's it going? Good to see you. I was like, I think I know that new CBR 1000. We're gonna head out, do Skyline, and then I think out to Sauvie Island, which I love. It's not a very fast road, a lot of private drives, but it's pretty and it's a short commute there. So the view to ride length is a really good value. Let's get a little like practice turn in here. Make sure I know how this bike works. Oh yeah, that's comfortable. Okay. That didn't feel embarrassing. Hold on, this is a good little photo of him here. First, a couple minutes on the V2 here, far more comfortable than the old V2. That power band was just insane. It wasn't too much horsepower, it was just too much horsepower way too fucking soon. This feels like they've tamed it down and now it's actually usable. This has got to be funny for Casey though. He pretty much just showed up from Michigan, got off the plane, dumped into the middle of Portland, brand new Ducati, new city, new camera, and is just taking it all in. Street fighters are also like kind of an interesting category to me, where my opinion isn't really set on them yet. Like I'm pretty bent over like a sport bike, but it's no fairing, so it's not as aerodynamic, but it's very nimble. It's an interesting motorcycle, and if someone asked me what type of person buys a street fighter, I don't really have an answer. I don't know the exact category of person yet, or I could name people who have bought them, but what's the type of person that buys a street fighter? I don't know why you wouldn't just buy either a scrambler or a full-on Panigale. Is it the price point? Is it the power band? I don't think so, because they make what's behind me is a V2 as well, same engine. What's the massive pro to this bike that other bikes don't have? I'm not sure yet. Maybe we'll find out today. We're here on Sauvie Island. I was just explaining to Casey, because he's not from around here, Sauvie Island's a great ride, but a lot of private drives, so you got to be super careful here. You never know when, like, some family in a minivan's done strawberry picking and still on their phones setting up their Waze, and comes out onto this while you're doing a $110 because you thought you had an opportunity to go fast. So while this road looks fast, we're probably going to stay pretty chill, except for maybe a couple spots where we're allowed to open it up, but otherwise more here for the views. What a beautiful day though. Gosh, look at that view. How can you not be excited about this? The state of Oregon is showing off here in, what is this, June? End of June, beginning of July. If you want to visit Oregon and be completely deceived on what the state is like for most of the year, come in July. Good grief. Straight for the truck, please. Straight for the truck. All right. Man, this thing has got some power though. That is too easy. There they go. They got it. They got it. They're in. Very nice. There's the bridge we came in on, so we'll just do a little loop and probably head right back out. Some good shots there, very nice. All right, headed back to MotoCorsa, taking 30 here. Oh yeah. Look at this, right there, right there. There you go. That's the shot I want. Beautiful, look at that. Did it? Okay. Oh, God. Come on, you. Thank you for leading. Great ride.